So let's talk about CRO. Its full name is Cronos. Old name is Crypto. It's crypto.com's coin is the exchange. Crypto.com, that's a US exchange. If you don't know about it, I wouldn't blame you. There are certain US exchanges that are famous on the American side of the world. But if you go to the other parts of the world, of course, people don't know about them much, like crypto.com, Kraken, you have Gemini, you have Coinbase. Coinbase is a little bit more famous because it used to exist in other countries as well and still exists in some countries. But when it comes to Kraken, Gemini, and crypto.com, it's a very specific area. Anyway, it's sitting at 22 cents right now, and it has dramatically pumped. I'll first explain the pump. Why has it pumped, and what should we expect now in short term, and of course the long term perspective on crypto.com. Crypto.com as an exchange, it is a very limited space. Cronos is its layer 0 blockchain. They claim to have 500 dApps on it. dApps is the term for the apps on blockchain. It's the fancy term, decentralized apps. But the thing is that when it comes to the overall performance of crypto.com as a exchange or project, it is really limited, and they have tried their luck in the past as well. They tried with NFTs. They screwed up pretty much a lot of their investors. Their NFTs tanked like hell, and they tried to create a lot of hype like FTX. They spent a lot of money on advertising and marketing back to back, and the only thing they were able to do was to create a temporary pump only to dump later on. So this kind of Burj Khalifa pattern that you see on Cronos, on crypto.com, this is generally what you see in meme coins, in Doge, Shiba, Floki. This is that kind of a thing. Generally, you don't see this kind of structure on exchanges. I'll show you an exchange coin. Let's talk about BNB, Binance, right? So if you look at it, this is overall life of Binance. It keeps on going up, and I mean, in the past 2 years, it has created 5 new all-time highs. And your overall expectations of performance from a project is not of a pump and dump, especially if it is a reputable exchange. That shows that the stability at core of this project is missing, and that's why it being a long-term investment is a very questionable thing. When it comes to short-term perspective, yes, it is good. To explain the pump, why it has pumped and turned into this hero all of a sudden, this 50% move, is because of this Trump situation. Trump goes around and puts his fingers in everything, in all the places that he shouldn't be fingering. He is doing it. So they went ahead and they said, ETF for Cronos is going to be there, and then on top of it, the Trump Media and Technology Group proposed that they are going to allocate 5%, not 50, not 20, not 30, not 70, 5% in Cronos. And of course, just the way the market behaves, Trump label, Trump stamp, like we saw with Cardano. And then, of course, the ETF scam. ETF news is generally is seen as a positive thing. We clearly saw what it did to Ethereum. It fucked Ethereum up. And I think it is going to be pretty much case scenario with so many other coins that will get approved for ETF. I don't think that it is going to be anything nice. With Bitcoin, it was bad, but it was not this bad. But when we talk about Ethereum, it went from $4,000 to $1,300. That's more than 50% crash, 70% of a crash. So anyway, it is more of a, what do you call it, manipulated move. Right now, what you're dealing with is a gamblish behavior in this project. This is pretty much a casino royale kind of situation where you are putting your bets not on fundamentals or that this project is good. I mean, its tokenomics are fucked up. It is overinflated, and they are still not done with the supply. I mean, it's such an old project Still their circulation is 33 billion and they have a total circulation of 100 billion. This shit is going to inflate by another 300%. And that's just sad. That's just sad because if you look into the market, if you look at BitGet, they reversed their inflation and that's why they started flying. If you look at another exchange like OKB, they reversed the inflation and they started flying. Again, BNB, they destroy $1 billion worth of BNB by buying and destroying and introducing deflation every quarter. But then you're dealing with something like this that is perpetually inflating. So in a long run, it is a disaster. But of course, if you are in US, made in USA stamp is on it. You are, what do you guys call yourself? USA? No. Anyway, you guys have terms, you can go around with those kind of labels and buy the project. But other than being emotional about it, there is nothing fundamentally good about this project. Its reach is limited, its usage is limited. It's one of those cock-blocked kind of a project. It makes no sense that you would look at it and you would think this thing is going to expand. If it is going to expand and go big, then it is going to be totally dependent on USA power. There's not going to be anything else around it. It's not a global project, to put it like that. Anyway, right now, as we saw, this thing is sitting at 22 cents. So it is, I mean, the hype and everything around it is pretty massive. And hype can push things up. If it continues to hold the area of 20 cents at least, that's the psychological support area. If it continues to hold 20 cents, the psychological support area, and it's sitting at 22, we expect it to shoot up crazy towards the area of 33 cents. That's going to be the first target that we have for it, and that's almost a 50% move, more than 50% move from 20 cents all the way up to 33 cents. The reason for it is again the manipulation. But let's talk about a case scenario. What if it fails? The answer for that is simple. If it fails, you should see it crashing down towards the support of 15 cents. And that's pretty much it with Cronos from short-term and long-term perspective. Again, if you have watched my previous videos about any of the coins, I don't do any to or against case scenarios. Whatever is there in the project is what I share. If I have hurt your feeling, you can go and fuck yourself. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.